Like an old Hollywood star.
It's a gloomy day outside and I'm in the second half of my cycle at the moment, so I feel extremely unmotivated and just, it's so weird. I think, you know, coming off of birth control, the thing that I realized the most was just how much your body fluctuates in terms of energy levels, obviously mood, that we know, but even just like, you know, I could be feeling really happy, but my body just doesn't have the same amount of energy, which automatically makes me feel kind of groggy and low. And yeah, but anyways, that's okay. We're gonna make the best of this day. I'm actually going to a really fun event with one of my friends who also happens to make the French squirrel chocolates, which you guys maybe have seen at like Erewhon, or I don't know if they sell them at any other stores, but they're definitely in Los Angeles and Erewhon, and I'm so proud of her. She's launching a new product and we're going to a SoulCycle event for that. So I'm going to make myself a little bit of matcha. You guys know I quit coffee, like it's definitely been a year that I have not had coffee, which is pretty crazy. I've spoken quite a lot about why I quit coffee and why it's just, you know, matcha is better for my hormones and my sleep and caffeine spikes and all that. But honestly, I would say the biggest reason, I really wanted to focus on my digestion, and I felt that having coffee first thing in the morning, which is when I enjoy a drink the most. A drink? That sounds like I'm drinking alcohol. Which is when I enjoy a hot beverage the most, was just not good for my gut health. So I switched to matcha. It was the best thing ever. And I feel like I kind of stopped getting those 3 p.m. crashes that I used to get from coffee. I felt really dependent on it. And the matcha that I've been using at my house is Peak Matcha. I get to work with them on today's video, which is super cool. They are a ceremonial grade matcha, which means that they are the highest quality. And the way that you know if the matcha is bright green, that means it's really good. You can also tell because it's more bitter. I also really love this matcha because it's screened for pesticides, heavy metals, toxic mold, and radioactive isotopes. So it's very pure. When I first quit coffee and I started matcha, my skin became so like radiant and glowy. I'm gonna show you guys my recipe, and I pretty much recreate the matcha that they make at Blue Bottle because that is my favorite coffee shop. They use a very specific milk. And it's from Good Milk. This milk has no gums, no binders, no preservatives. It does come in these little frozen packages. Between this matcha, and just a little bit of honey, it makes the perfect morning drink. So step one, I will add some hot water. And as you guys can see, I have it in my blender, and that's because this milk is a little bit thicker, and I feel like it has a hard time blending with stuff. Gosh, it's so good. I could chug this. So if you guys are interested in getting 15% off plus free shipping on first month supply of the Sun Goddess matcha from Peak, then you can click the first link in the bio, or you can type in the URL that you see on the screen right here. I'm sitting down to journal, which I won't lie to you guys, I actually haven't done in a very long time. And I found that like certain things in my routine, I prioritize a lot more than others. For example, like my skincare routine and my matcha in the morning. But then there are other things like making sure that I stay off of my phone for the first 30 minutes or an hour, taking a short walk, journaling, meditating, just like the things that maybe don't provide instant happiness. I tend to be a lot more fluid with them. Like I'll do them sometimes. I think also just around this time of year, like I'm so much more prone to make excuses for myself. It's gloomy, it's cold, and I just know with myself I need that consistency, because if I just get the ball rolling in the morning, if I just do what I need to do, even if some of it is, you know, makes me feel really good, and other stuff I'm like, oh, you know, do I want to meditate for 5 minutes right now? No, I don't. But should I do it? Probably. I know if I do it, then the rest of my day just is set up for so much more success, and I'm so much more productive. Your morning routine, it can be 20 minutes long, but 20 minutes can make such a difference for the rest of your day. You can do your skincare routine in 5 minutes. You have your morning lemon water, which takes a few seconds, 5 minutes to meditate, just 5 minutes to sit in silence. Don't look at your phone. That takes no time at all. It's actually going to give you more time. And the last one is some sort of like light in your eyes for a few minutes in the morning. You can even combine stuff too if you want to meditate and do some sort of stretch, or if you want to walk outside while you meditate. I mean, a lot of people do that and find it really beneficial. But all about priorities. I had a good reminder of how hard it is to have those priorities when I was shooting that film in Tampa, because the days were really, really long, and I had to dig deep to do the things that made me feel really good, the things that I knew I needed to do in order to make those long days actually good and worthwhile. Cheers. I'm going to sit down and journal because I feel like I have a lot of thoughts today when I get out, but they've all just been kind of like piled in the back of my brain. So here we go. Share one car, so that means I currently don't have a car here in LA, and I did not go grocery shopping before he left, so I'm trying to make do with what I have. I am hard boiling 5 eggs. I'm not gonna have all 5 of them. I'm gonna have like a couple of eggs and then a couple of egg whites maybe on the side. And I'm also making a smoothie. Maybe you guys saw it in the last video, but it's the exact same one. It's kale, spinach, lemon, and apple. And I guess we'll see what else I can find in my pantry and fridge. I do feel really hungry and like really tired today. It's also just a very gloomy day. You guys, I want to be real with you. I am not loving my hair at the moment. I believe I told you guys in the video where I announced my role booking for the movie that they wanted me to go lighter, so I ended up going lighter for that role. So I already had to bleach my hair, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll just try going blonde. Like I already had to do it for a very good reason, and I don't regret that, but I do regret going even lighter than I already was. I wish I had just gone back to maybe not my natural color, because my natural color is a little bit darker than I prefer it to be. I really like a nice chocolate glossy light to medium brunette. I feel like that suits me so well, and it goes well with my eye color. I am really not feeling this hair, you guys. I don't know. I have an appointment on December 13th, which is the day before we go to Vermont for 3 weeks for Christmas to visit Nick's family. And I think I'm gonna have to just go back. I really thought I could like push through and maybe go in a little bit lighter and really achieve that like blonde look, but I don't think it's very me. I think I'm just meant to be brunette. But because I don't like my hair, it's been really difficult to pick up my camera because it's all I focus on. So yeah, and I've just also not wanted to like do anything with it and make it look presentable. Yeah, it's also just very unhealthy. Like my hair feels unhealthy, which obviously sucks. So I'm gonna just bite the bullet, go back to brown, go back to my roots. I'll do a little bit of a trim. Hopefully it'll oh, my eggs are done. Kind of a lifesaver. I've just been making one of these every 2 days.